taking ownership of your life. I stand before you today with one simple message, a message that has the potential to transform your life. Take ownership of your life. This is not just a catchy phrase or a fleeting idea. It's the key to unlocking your true potential and creating a life that's not only worth living but worth sharing. We live in a world that is constantly changing, unpredictable, and filled with challenges. External circumstances, the opinions of others, the twists and turns of fate, they all come at us with such force and speed that it can be easy to feel powerless, to feel like we're simply passengers in our own journey. But I'm here to tell you this: you are not a passenger. You are the driver. You are the architect of your own future. You hold the power to shape the course of your life, regardless of what you've faced in the past or what is happening around you today. Taking ownership means taking control. It means refusing to let anyone or anything dictate your path. It means stepping into your own power, no longer waiting for permission from the world to be who you were always meant to be. When you take ownership of your life, you stop blaming others. You stop pointing fingers at your parents, your upbringing, your circumstances, your failures. You stop giving your power away to people or situations that you cannot control. Instead, you shift your focus inward. You acknowledge that while you cannot control everything, you can control how you respond. And in that response lies your power. Taking ownership means stepping into responsibility, not just for your actions, but for your thoughts and emotions as well. It means becoming the gatekeeper of your mindset and understanding that your thoughts shape your reality. If you constantly think that life is happening to you, then that's exactly what will unfold. But if you start to believe that life is happening for you with purpose and meaning, suddenly you begin to see opportunities everywhere. Even in hardship, even in the struggle, there's something to learn, something to grow from. We often hear people say, "I'm a product of my past," but I challenge you to change that mindset. Your past may have shaped you, but it does not define you. It does not determine your future. The mistakes you made, the heartbreak you've endured, the challenges you've faced, they're all chapters in your story, but they do not dictate the ending. Think of the most successful people you admire, the ones who have overcome seemingly insurmountable odds. Do you think their lives were easy? Do you think they were handed everything they have today? No. They chose to take ownership of their journey. They made decisions, sometimes difficult ones, to rise above their circumstances. They refused to let their past define them. Instead, they took it as fuel to propel them forward. Remember, your past is simply a teacher, not a prison. You have the power to rewrite your story. When you take ownership, you embrace accountability. But here's the difference. Accountability is not about self-punishment, it's about empowerment. It's about being honest with yourself. It's about acknowledging where you are, understanding how you got there, and then taking the necessary steps to move forward. Accountability is not always easy, but it's incredibly freeing. When you start to hold yourself accountable, you stop making excuses, you stop procrastinating, and you stop waiting for someone else to fix things for you. You take action. Action is the antidote to fear, to doubt, to uncertainty. When you act, even imperfectly, you move yourself closer to your goals. And that momentum will keep you going, even when it feels tough. Every choice you make, every action you take, is a reflection of whether or not you are taking ownership. Are you choosing to take the easy path, the one that keeps you stuck? Or are you making the tough decisions that will set you free? The answers lie in the actions you choose to take. Taking ownership also requires you to face the truth. And let me tell you, the truth can be uncomfortable. But it's in that discomfort that growth happens. Think about it. Nothing ever grows in the comfort zone. In order to expand, you must embrace discomfort. When you take ownership of your life, you take full responsibility for your success and your failures. The beauty of this is that once you realize that you have the power to shape your future, you also recognize that failure is not a permanent state. It's a lesson, a stepping stone, an opportunity to grow stronger. You learn from it, you adapt, and you try again. But most importantly, you keep moving forward. The key is consistency. Stay committed, stay disciplined, and remain resilient. One of the most powerful aspects of taking ownership is the realization that you have a choice in every moment. You can choose to rise, or you can choose to stay stuck. You can choose to keep fighting, or you can choose to give up. But let me tell you this, the choice to keep moving forward, even when it feels impossible, will always lead you to something greater. Taking ownership of your life means accepting that you are the one who has the final say. You are the one who gets to decide what kind of person you want to be, what kind of life you want to live. You may not have chosen the circumstances that you were born into. You may not have chosen the hardships you faced, but you do have the power to choose what you do with it all. No one else can take that power from you. Your life is your responsibility. And here's the truth. It's hard. It's hard to take responsibility, especially when life feels like it's against you. But you were made for this. The strength you need is already within you. You have the tools, the resources, and the potential to create something extraordinary. But it starts with taking ownership. So, I ask you today, will you take ownership of your life? Will you take control of your thoughts, your actions, and your destiny? Will you stop waiting for someone else to change your circumstances and start becoming the change you wish to see in the world? I believe in you. I believe in your ability to rise, to lead, to create, and to transform. The only thing that stands between you and the life you dream of is the decision to take ownership. It's time to stop being a spectator. It's time to take the wheel. Your life, your choices, your future. It's all in your hands. Own it. Thank you and be encouraged.